human again! Oh my god, and I reek. I need to take a shower. And I also need to get used to having legs. Oh, my room's a fucking disaster. I guess it could be a lot worse considering there's 2 giant cats running around the house, but oh my god. Speaking of the rest of the house, I'm afraid to see what it looks like. But why is my desk all messy like this? I highly doubt the cats did this. Oh. Susan's face pistol. Let's put this away so she can't use it on me. Hi, Susan! Ha ha ha, I didn't see you there. Really, you weren't there a second ago. What were you doing? Hiding around the corner the entire time?
Actually, yes, I was. This is exactly what I did. I was over here, and then when I heard you saying something about hiding the face pistol, I did this.
Okay. I was just, I guess saying that would be pointless because you probably heard everything I said. I'll just put it back. Oh my god.
What's wrong?
A full mailbox full of very angry people.
Oh, that's not good at all.
Tell me, Susan, I keep on forgetting, seeing my time as a cat probably warped my sense of, reality. How long were we gone?
I would say we were cats for about 2 months.
What's today's date?
It's May 2nd, dearie.
It's May 2nd? Well, my calendar is conveniently turned to May 2nd. We were cats that long? Oh my god. But we did a video telling my viewers that we were cats. Why are you...
Yes, and I believe that was uploaded on April Fool's.
The video was released on April Fool's. Who the hell released the video on April Fool?
Who do you think?
Lesbian Jesus. She's probably the reason why we're cats, too. It wouldn't surprise me at all. Well, with how my web show works, it won't surprise me at all if the camera's magically filming us having this conversation, and then our viewers will know that we were actually cats and it wasn't an April Fool's prank.
I'd say the camera, for me, it's actually right in this area here.
Why can't I see it?
I can't see where your camera is, but I'm going to assume that it's probably on the top of your desk.
This is very weird.
Yes, I don't quite understand how the internet works, and I don't see how you could get it either.
I know, Susan. I've been doing this show for a very long time, and I still get kind of weirded out by how the camera works. Remember that time where I ran out into the woods to avoid filming an episode, and the camera literally followed me? And that was when I was filming on my webcam? Yeah, I'm surprised that this webcam hasn't tried to get revenge on the HD camera for, you know, stealing its spotlight, I guess. Or maybe they don't care about that stuff. Alright, are we going to do this like in episode 120 where, you know, we sit side by side, you read one, I read the other?
Oh no, we're not going to be doing that at all. The thing is, I'm going to be sitting off on the side while you review the fanfic.
Okay, what was the point in telling me that I couldn't film the episode while you're in England, only to have you say, oh, guess what? I'm not doing the code review with you. Ha 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 ha.
I didn't say it like that.
Well, you might as well say it like that.
It's not a big deal. I'm just going to be sitting off on the side. I'll still be part of the episode, and I'll just give my input.
Okay, whatever, but you know, the viewers are going to be mad. They were probably expecting us both to be doing this, seeing you were so insistent at the end of episode 199 with the whole menacing, we need to talk thing.
I was menacing like that for a reason, because you were trying to hide something from me.
Well, if they try to kill me, it's on you this time.
So, are you gonna get dressed in film or what?
Yeah, I'll start filming once when my hair is dry and I'm not in a bathrobe. I highly doubt people want to see me filming a fanfic review in a freaking bathrobe. Yeah, I know some of you might like that. Not gonna happen.
Don't give them any ideas.
Might as well get rid of all these emails because some of them I know I definitely don't want to read. Oh, someone drew fan art. Fan art of me getting my head cut off with a... Okay, then we're getting out of there. It's just fan art. Don't try to kill them. It's just fan art. Hello, I'm the FanFic Critic. I read it. You listen. That's Susan, who is not doing the co-review with me today. We already went through why I was not going to do the co-review with you. I just thought I would explain it to them. She'll be sitting in for it, though, and she'll let me know her opinion throughout the story. I will read a bit, give my opinion, let her have her opinion, and whatnot. This is the 200th episode, which you guys have been waiting for such a long time. Is it going to be big and spectacular? Well, the big and spectacular thing of it was probably the opening. And it's not filmed on a webcam, which is a plus side from the 100th episode. And random creepy guy is not going to be showing up, because he mysteriously disappeared, and something tells me a certain someone possibly killed him. No comment. Okay then, let's start by reading the author's note. Oh yes, it should be mentioned, although you guys probably already know this, but seeing there's such a huge gap between this episode and episode 199, I might as well explain it again. The author of this fanfic, despite changing his name, is the same person who wrote Overlook Feelings, which is the fanfic that slashed me and Susan together. There's been several that slashed it. Well, the first one that slashed us together. And probably the tamest one, might I add. Alright, his name is Master Saruratari. I probably said it wrong. It's rated fiction, and it's in English, it's humor, it's 5,939 words. Why so long? It's not even broken up into chapters. Are you okay? I'll be fine. I'll be fine. Well, Susan, I can't believe I'm giving this to you, but here you go. Take that. Thank you. Because I would like to hope that I would not do anything, but I possibly might, if you know what I mean. And don't worry, I'm just holding this as a way to calm myself. I know. Okay, the description of the fanfic is, Hamo and FFC finally meet. What happens when their paths cross? This is a sequel to Retribution and Strength. Seeing this is the only sequel to Retribution and Strength, it should say this is the sequel to Retribution and Strength. Because the last I checked, they didn't really have any other fanfics. Unless Overlook Feelings is supposed to be one of the sequels too. I don't know. This was published back in 2011, and it's 2013 now. Wow. I'm quite amazed that we did not come across this fanfic sooner. Okay, let's read the author's note. Author note, apostrophe S, please. Before I get spam, don't you mean spammed, with the same questions I think I will get over and over again, let me address them now. I think that entire sentence was a fragment. This is the author's note, whatever. 1. Did FFC agree to this? I can guarantee that... Me. Yes. She actually helped me come up with the title of the fanfic as well. What? What the hell are you talking about? Okay, I felt the need to break the FanFic Critic's character for a minute to interrupt this regularly scheduled program. Well, not as regularly scheduled, seeing the last episode of FanFic Critic, the last official episode, was back in December. I'm very sorry. Very sorry. Yes, I did help this person when it came to writing these fanfics. Not necessarily help him, but I gave him the title idea. This fanfic was written around the time that Hamo Hamster and I had made amends. This was before she decided to post that fanfic about me and then act all shocked and angry when I was angry about it and whatnot. It was kind of like a truce thing. He kind of wrote this fanfic, you know, to try to get us to make amends. And we both thought it was funny and liked it and stuff. And, yeah. So I gave him permission to write this. My real opinion of Overlook Feelings, it was a cute story, characters are kind of out of character and whatnot, but it wasn't really that bad of a fanfic. I wasn't really mad when he wrote it, especially seeing how later fanfics have been written about, you know, the characters, and they're a little more, well, let's just say a little more visual, if you know what I mean. Not to mention that one of the people who keeps on writing fanfics about me is some creepy-ass stalker, but whatever. So yes, just wanted to clear this up. In the fanfic critics world, she never gave this guy permission to write this fanfic, so she and Susan are going to be completely and utterly flabbergasted by the fact that this guy is saying in the author's note that she gave him permission and whatnot. I just wanted to explain it to you guys instead of having to explain it in the comments and stuff. But yeah, it's kind of like, you know, they're unaware that they're literature characters. They are aware of some stuff, but not of this, so, yes. So, oh shit. You heard all that, didn't you? Magical creator powers, I erase your memories, and you will snap out of this once when the fanfic critic is back in character. Poof! Okay, I think I fixed her. Okay then, let's get back to the regularly scheduled fanfic critic show. Woohoo! What happened? I have no clue. But for some odd reason, I oddly believe you when you say that you do not give this person permission to write this fanfic. Oh, well, I'm glad that you believe me. So you think this author's full of shit? Bullshit from the author. Okay, then let's continue to read this author's note. Did Hamo Hamster agree to this? Me, yes. Why were they so okay with this? Me, well, the FFC thought it would be fun. Fuck you. And Hamo just didn't mind doing it at all. Mind. Are you okay? I know it's an author's note, but I'll be fine. I haven't done this in a while, so I'm a little more angsty than I usually am. They were okay with this. At least I used the right version of okay. Both of them were really excited, actually. And the bee and bull should be off. Also, I thought this would be funny to do with two of my good friends. He thinks we're friends. Oh boy, this guy. Lastly, another thing I would like to add is that Susan calls the FFC Meg. Yes, because that's my name. And Hamo's real name isn't Sarah. I just made it up because I needed to think of a real name. Her real name is Sabia, by the way. Why are you giving away her real name if she's a I know you're not using her real name in the fanfic, but you should not be mentioning her real name in the author's note, because that's a violation of privacy. Despite all the fanfics that she's written, she does deserve to have some privacy. But then again, she's probably the one who gave you her name, so shame on her for, well, whatever. But that's not the people. There are no real people in this story. I just wanted everyone to know that. Now, I ain't forcing ya to like this story. What's with the accent change? I'd rather you hate this story instead of trying to get me kick off of period. So, do you have a period every month, or was there a web... Oh, wait, this is not his fault. This is fanfiction.net's fault. They don't like it when you put website names inside of your fanfics, even if it happens to be their own website. I respect you if you hate this story. Thank you. I appreciate it. I don't respect people that try to do shit like that. Well, if your fanfic is in violation of the rules, then your fanfic deserves to be taken off the site. Dun, 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 dun. Now, I hope you enjoy my story. Hate it or love it, I thank you for taking time out of your life to read this. I work really hard on it. Well, it's not like I have much of a choice in the matter. Huh. That's weird. Looks like we got an incoming call.
Hey FFC, it's AFC. This is truly a historic day. 200 episodes. Wow. You are truly my idol and my inspiration, and I'd also like to call you a great friend. Wow, what can I say? From Sin Dragon to Rennie's horrible death, and that damn cloud mows the lawn. I'll never forget that. And all while trying to evade the wrath of Susan. Oh, hey Susan. Again, you're an inspiration and a friend, and I look forward to 200 more. This is another FanFic Critic signing off.
Oh, that was nice of her to send that message, don't you think? Well, it appeared to be pre-recorded. Yeah, I kind of found out that it was pre-recorded. Sometimes it's hard to tell, you know. Well, that was nice that she sent us a little thing about the 200th episode. At least some people don't hate me for making them wait so long. So, let's... Wait, what happened in the last fan... Oh, yes. Susan's training me to be a boxer. Okay, let's get started. After a good month of training with Susan, the FFC felt that she was ready to take on her first opponent. She was very excited when they were on their way to the weigh-in. They were driving in Susan's car. It would be my car because Susan doesn't drive cars in this country. Isn't that right? I don't like how everything is opposite on your roads. It's on the wrong side of the car. The steering wheel's on the wrong side of the car. The car's on the wrong side of the road. Stupid. I don't want to learn it. You've been living here for a while, though. Don't you think you should try at least? No. Whatever. Believe it or not, Susan, I actually feel pretty confident about this sport in my first fight. The FFC said while threw some combinations in the air while she was sitting in the passenger seat. Okay. That's good to hear. We're almost at the weigh-in. What a charming accent you did there. You sound exactly like me. It doesn't need to be perfect, Susan. Susan said with her eyes focused on the road. This person apparently does not like EDs, does he? While she made a right turn at the next intersection. Ugh, I'm so hungry. Is this what boxers always do? The FFC said in a whiny voice, holding her stomach as a growl loudly. Yes, you have to be at a certain weight to face different people in different weight divisions. Susan answers her as she made a turn into the gym's parking lot they were supposed to meet at for the weigh-in. The FFC felt the car stop and look out the window. Looked, ED. Ah, so this is the place. The FFC unbuckled her seatbelt. Yup. Susan responded as she parks the car and unbuckles her seatbelt. So, are you going to tell me who is going to be my first opponent now? The FFC said as both of them got out of the car and started walking to the gym's front door. Sigh. That is the 425th times. Shouldn't I say time? You have asked me, Meg. And for the 426th time, I have told you to wait and see. So please be patient. Apparently, Susan, you do not know how to use proper grammar. Susan said as they finally made it inside of the gym. The gym was your typical boxing gym. No, I thought it was a ballerina gym. It had a ring, weights of all sizes, punching bags, speed bags, and mirrors to shadow box. Susan and the FFC saw a man that was fairly young wearing a simple white dress shirt with a black tie and brown slacks. Okay. They also saw two young women. One woman was fairly tall, had long, dirty blonde hair, and fair skin. The other was very short but had a good muscular build to her body, wore thick glasses, had smooth black hair, and brown skin. Hi, FFC. Long time no see. The short girl with brown skin said as she ran over to the FFC and hugs her tightly. Yes, if this is the real Hamo Hamster, she would probably have a dagger in her hand. She'd probably be stabbing me in the back as she was hugging me. The FFC was at a loss for words. Or it says lost for words, but it should say lost for words. It's me, Hamo. It's good to see you in person for once. Hamo still had a strong grip around the FFC's body. Oh, Hamo, it's good to see you too. The FFC's heart drops in her stomach when she realizes that Hamo Hamster will be her first opponent. I am screwed. Wait, Susan also say this... What the fuck? Also said that this will also be her first fight as well? Ugh, jeez. So I should have nothing to worry about, right? The FFC thought to herself. Well, it looks like we have another cameo appearance, apparently. Okay, let's see who it is. Oh, it says already that this one's pre-recorded, so let's just sit back and watch it.
Well, the thing that I admire about the FanFic Critic is her absolute dedication to her craft. I mean, have you read some of the fanfic she has? Damn! Are those some god-awful, poorly written, intellectual crimes against humanity? Whew. That's dedication, my friends. Oh, and on a personal note, I really like the lesbian Jesus character, and congratulations, FanFic Critic, on your 200th episode. Here's to 200 more. Peace.
Oh, that was very nice of Les.
Who's Les?
Yeah, he's someone on Manic Expression, which is a site I'm on now.
Manic Expression, huh? Says something like the Net Dwellers.
No, it's definitely not the Net Dwellers. The Net Dwellers has been gone for a while now, Susan. Yeah, this site's a lot better, let's put it that way. Okay then, where was I? Oh, yes. Hamo loosened her grip around the FFC's body. So, no hard feelings about the past. She pats her hard on the back. The FFC's body shakes a little bit from every hard pat on the back from Hamo. For some reason, I just visualized her with a sledgehammer whacking me on the back with it. Yeah, no hard feelings at all, Hamo. The FFC responses. What is wrong with, this? It should not say responses. It should say response. Let's continue to read. But felt very uneasy about fighting Hamo. She thought that this was karma for giving her bad reviews on her fanfics. How the hell would be karma? If the fanfics are bad anyway, you don't... Yes. Alright, enough chit-chat, you two. The woman with dirty blonde hair finally spoke up and took Hamo away to the locker rooms to get dressed. Dressed with an idiot's dressed. Meg. I will be fine. Enough from you. I will be fine. Let me do this. Seeing you don't want to be involved in the review, you're just going to sit there and stare the entire time. I can handle myself. Susan did the same to the FFC as well. There better not be an undressing montage. A few minutes later, the FFC and Hamo got weight in. The FFC had a very huge weight and height advantage over Hamo. She didn't know if she should be happy or not. Anyways, both of their trainers gave them a chance to talk to each other. They were sitting down on a bench by the workout equipment. So, the FFC tried to start a conversation. What is it? Hamo interrupted her thought process. Oh, what's the name of your trainer? The FFC asked. With an ED. Is it really that hard to put in an ED? ED, 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 ED. Oh wait, to you guys that would look backwards. So E, D, da. Click it. Like I said before, I haven't done this in a while, and the fact that this person is claiming that I helped them with this fanfic and they don't even have proper use of past tense. Hamo laughs happily at FFC's question. Her name is Sabrina. She playfully punches her in the arm. Anything else, she added. I'm sorry, I highly doubt Hamo Hamster is all playful acting. Because how she comes across when she writes fanfics and how she replies to criticism, something makes me think that she's a psychotic moron. Oh, is this your first fight? The FFC still had a hint of doubt in her voice about what she was told. Hamo laughs happily once again and playfully punches her, quote-unquote, hard in the arm again. This isn't my first fight, silly. This will be my 11th fight, Hamo said. Oh, fanfic critic inside of this story. It looks like Susan lied to you. Won't be the first time. Sorry, I meant that as a joke. Okay then, awkward. She said to her... Wait, what? Oops. Okay, here we go. The FFC's head sank very low and made a small grunt. So did I pull like a turtle or something? Grunt. Okay then. Something tells me that they are missing a couple of words in there. It's officially. It's officially. It's official. It's official. Official. I'm gonna get my fucking ass kicked, she said to herself, apparently out loud because there's quotations. Oh wait, it's one quotation, never mind. That's nice to hear, Hamo. So, what is your record after those 10 fights? The FFC stood up and stretched out her arms and legs. If I remember correctly, the last time I checked, it was 10 wins, 0 losses, and I've won all 10 of my fights by KO. How would that be hard to remember if you've never lost a fight? Unless you have really, really, really bad memory, or you're like Dory from Finding Nemo and you constantly have to have someone tell you these things. Hamo said in a I still knew more training type of voice. Wait, what? I still knew more training? I still knew more training? What? What? Susan, what do you make of that? Complete nonsense. That's what I thought. A voice. The FSC went stiff when she heard Hamo's record. I hate repeating myself, but I'm fucking screw. I know! Why am I fighting someone that has been fighting way longer than me? This is unfair, she said to herself again. Wow, that is amazing. Why did you take up boxing? The FSC finished stretching out her arms and legs. Well, how do I put it? All the trolling I got from my fanfics made me mad. Trolling? No, it wasn't trolling. It's sorry. So mad that I needed a way to release all my anger in a positive way. I didn't know if I was strong enough to KO anyone. I KO the former champion in round 1. Yeah, glorification of her character much. I didn't understand how I had the strength to do it, but I did. The others that follow after her were future champions and very good prospects. Hamo looks up to the ceiling. Well, I'm happy you use that negative energy and turn it into something good. She hugs Hamo tightly. Yeah, too bad the real Hamo hamster can't follow the example of the fictional Hamo hamster in this case. Ah, thank you. I should make my next fanfic about us being lovers. Are you okay?
I'll be fine. I just need to...
Take over for a minute, Susan. What?
Just do it!
Fine. Oh, shit. Hamo increases her grip around the FFC again. I think someone else already
Stop mangling my voice!
Now look what you did. You made me lose my place. Where was it? Oh, I accidentally scrolled up. Okay. I think someone already beat you to it. Are you serious? Susan? Well, you do kind of speak in a monotone voice. The FFC in a very clam voice. Shouldn't it say the FFC said in a very calm voice? She wanted to do one of her trademark blow-ups, but thought it wouldn't be appropriate. No, silly, I was just kidding. You would hunt me down and cut my throat with that razor you always carry around. Hamo said with a silly grin. It's time to go, Meg, Susan shouted. Well, I have to go. See you in 2 weeks, Hamo. The FFC said, breaking away from Hamo's powerful grip. Okay, I'm better. Alright. Are you sure you're better now? I'm sure. Good, I can't have your puking little lunch again. Thank you, Susan. I should be fine now. Okay, Hamo said as she got up from her seat. I love you, FFC. She gives the FFC a big hug. Yeah, right. She doesn't love me. She despises me. Just call me Meg. Oh, how cute. We're getting all personal with each other. The FFC accepted the hug without a fight, but still was surprised by the big hug she got from Hamo. Okay, Meg, you can call me Sarah. See you later. She releases herself from her grasp. So was she like hugging herself? And gave the FFC a silly grin before walking away. The FFC was shocked after her first opponent had so much experience, but she didn't let that bring her down. The fight was in 2 weeks, so she stepped up her training tenfold. She hit the heavy bag with more power. She ran 5 miles instead of 2 miles every morning. She was ready for this fight. Ugh. Okay, Susan, what's your input of this story so far? Absolute garbage. Well said, Susan. Well said. Oh, it looks like we have another cameo appearance. Again. I don't know if this one's pre-recorded or not. Yeah, actually no, it's an incoming message from Sonic Guru, so let's see what he has to say.
Sonic who?
Hey, FanFic Critic! 200 episodes! Great! It's 200, right?
Oh yeah, it's definitely the 200th episode.
Yeah. Oh, hi, Susan.
She says hi.
Yay! Why can't I have 200 episodes? Oh yeah, because I review games, don't I? That's why.
Bye! Susan, you need to have more people skills when it comes to grading people who are giving out cameo appearances.
Who is he? I don't even know who he is.
I don't care if you don't really know him that well. I know him. That should be all that matters. Oh, whatever. Alright, let's see. Oh, yes. 2 weeks later. Oh, boy. So, wait a minute. The weigh-in took place 2 weeks before the match? What if their weights change or something? I don't know. Okay, let's just do this. Fight day came. Both Meg and Sarah were warming up in their respective locker rooms. It was going to be a 3-round bout, with each round being 2 minutes long. Meg and Sarah didn't do a lot talking over the 2 weeks of training, but did get together to have lunch almost every day. So, let me get this straight. We met up for lunch every day, but we didn't talk. We were just sitting there eating silently, glaring at each other like this. I love you. I love you too. I'm going to kill you with this boxing match. Not if I kill you first. Okay, I'm getting ahead of myself. They grew closer that way. Susan, I don't think we really need to worry about this fanfic slashing me and you together. I think it's trying to slash Hamo, Hamster, and I together.
Indeed.
But still, today they were not friends. They were enemies about to head into battle. The FFC and Hamo were fighting at the same gym they train at. Both of them came out of their dressing rooms covered in a good amount of sweat from their warm-ups. It was almost a pack house for this fight, too. Oh yes, because I'm such a big internet celebrity that people would come to a frickin' boxing match between me and Hamo Hamster. Yeah, fucking right. The FFC and Hamo got into the ring at the same time with help from their trainers. FFC was in the blue corner and Hamo was in the red corner. The FFC had her hair tied back like she does in her reviews and was dressed in tan trunks with black sport bra and gloves. I'm assuming that in this fanfic I'm actually supposed to be fit and stuff and not blubberbilly here. Hamo had her hair tied into 2 small pigtails and was dressed in black trunks with a white sports bra and red gloves. The ref signals for both fighters to come to the center of the ring. It was a middle-aged woman with fairly brown hair. Okay, we went over the rules in the dressing room. This is a 3-round bout. Keep your punches above the belt at all times. And I have the right to stop the fight at any moment if I think one of you are unable to continue to fight. Protect yourself at all time, and best of luck to 2 of you ladies. Touch gloves. The ref said as she moves her arm away to let Hamo and FFC to touch gloves. Let's have a good fight, Meg. She gives a good strong tap to Meg's gloves. I'm so fucking dead. The FFC shouted to herself inside her head. Same to you, Sarah. She returns the tap back. Back to your corners and wait for the bell, ladies. When that bell rings, come out boxing. The ref sent both of them back to their corners. The FFC got back to her corner and received her mouthpiece from Susan along with some Vaseline on her face. Why are you supposed to be certified in this fanfic to be a trainer? It just reminds me of Rocky, except with me as Rocky and being all... I don't know. Let's just continue to read. Remember our plan. She's short, so chase her down and give her some combinations to keep her busy. You have a huge height and weight advantage. Make good use of it. Watch out for her speed and protect your bolty. I think that will be her main target. How was that? It was fine. Don't be so picky. It's a lot better than the man voice you gave me when you were doing your readings. Susan gave her cousin a good strong pat on the back as good luck. All the FSC could do was nod her head and get into her fighting stance. So this must be the final showdown between me and Hamo. Well, I have no fucking clue what I'm going to do. Are all the authors I review become boxers because of me? You know, FFC in this story, you can always say no to these stupid boxing matches. Why would you let your cousin get you into this crap anyway? I'm sorry, but if this really happened and if I had punched Susan and Susan was all of a sudden like, "Oh, you'd make a good boxer, you want to be a boxer?" This would be my reaction. Ah ha ha ha, no. The end. The end. And you're acting like this is the end of the world. It's a freaking boxing match. It's not like she's going to kill you. She might beat the crap out of you, and I do believe that boxing can be a pretty dangerous sport, but oh well. The worst you'll come out with is like brain damage. And with how overprotective Susan is of me, I highly doubt she'd be putting me in any boxing matches.
Not at all.
Well, let's continue to read. The FSC hoped the question she asks herself was false. Oh yes, because my biggest fear is all the fanfic authors I've reviewed and critiques coming after me as boxers. Oh no! My God, they act like I have a boxing phobia or something. Hamill went back to the corner and received her white mouthpiece from Sabrina. I don't know what to tell you, Sarah. She's new, so make her work for everything and don't get cocky. If I were you, I'll just make her survive one round and put her down on the mat for good in the next one. But I'll let you decide the pace of this fight, Sabrina said as she gave Hamill a massage to her shoulders. You have the best hands ever, Beanie. Wah, 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 wah. Hamill, Hamster, and Beanie start to make out in the boxing ring. And Susan and the fanfic critic stare on in awkwardness, and then they slowly tiptoe away. Okay, that was random. And I'll keep your advice in mind. I'm going to enjoy this a lot. I will kill the fanfic critic in this boxing match to get revenge for her critiquing my fanfiction. Okay. Hamill was bouncing on the balls of her feet, waiting for the bell. Ding! Ding! Hey look, we have another cameo appearance!
Oh, wonderful. I wonder who it is now.
Hey, fanfic critic!
Hey, Lenny, how you doing?
I'm here to say congrats on making it to the big 200, silly!
Ah, well, gee, thanks. I really appreciate that. You want to know what? I'm going to congratulate you, too, because you recently made it to your 50th episode.
Yeah, well, I mean, about that,
So why haven't you updated at all?
Susan!
Don't you look at that? My cupcakes are burning in my imaginary oven again. I have got to run. Congrats, though.
Why'd you have to say that?
Well, she hasn't done an episode in ages.
Well, I'm not much better seeing I haven't done this episode in, like, months.
In her case, it has been over a bloody year.
Give the girl a break, okay? Jeez, and didn't I talk to you about increasing your people skills?
Well, I went through some things in England.
Well, maybe if you would just open up to me and tell me exactly what happened in England, I might be able to help.
I'd rather not talk about it.
Let me guess, your family, which is a piece of shit family, by the way, treated you like crap again.
Don't speak of my family like that again, you moronic freak. Go on, continue.
Round one. The FSV comes out in an unorthodox stance while Hamo basically dashes right at her. Not in a specific stance. She comes at the FFC with two fast but strong jabs between her eyes. Both shots land cleanly, and sent the FFC's head jolting back a little. Fuck that. Keep your guard up at all times, Meg, Susan shouted from outside the ring. The FFC took Susan's advice and move her gloves up higher to keep her guard up. But that left her body completely wide open. Pow, pow, pow. The red gloves of Hamo landed in perfect rhythm to a somewhat toned stomach of the FFC. She grunted heavily from the shots. I gotta do something about this, she said in her head. She throws a right hook that is aimed for Hamo's cheek. It ends up finding nothing but air because Hamo ducked the right hook on reaction and returns with a crushing right uppercut to the chin. Boom. The sound of the uppercut finding the chin of the FFC could be heard throughout the whole entire gym. The FFC's head was sent upward, as she staggers back into the ropes, heavily stunned. Get off the ropes, Meg, Susan shouted from the outside of the ring again. Hamo doesn't let her rest. She pressed the issue with left-right power pack hooks to the temple of the FFC. The FFC gets knocked around violently as more sweat flies off. The FFC's vision started to blur as she collapses to the canvas on her hip. Down. The ref signals to Hamo to go to a neutral corner. Hamo does as she was told. Get up, Meg, Susan shouted. The FFC was breathing heavily while she was trying to get her vision under control. Susan says, I got 10 seconds to get up before I lose. I have to get up. Oh my God, Sarah is really strong. The FFC pushed herself up into a sitting position as the ref reached the count of 4. She waited until she could see clearly. The FFC gets up at the count of 8. You okay? The ref asked as she checks the FFC's eyes. I'm fine. She nods and gets back into her fighting stance. Okay, box. The ref barks as she gives signal to keep fighting.
Meg, I'm sorry.
It's fine. The FFC was still feeling the effects of the knockdown. With a minute to go, she decided to come back at Hamo hard. She rushes Hamo down by faking a left uppercut to the chin and right hook to the temple. The second wind from the FFC threw off Hamo's guard, as she found it hard to guard this assault because the FFC was attacking different parts of her body. Boom. Hamo's eyes grew wide as the FFC lands a strong right straight to the stomach. The FFC continued her assault with a crushing left hook to the jaw of Hamo. Pow! Hamo's head was rock hard from the hook. Was rocked hard, you mean? The bell sounded after that punch landed. Alright, that's enough. To your corners, ladies. The ref, she steps in between the FFC and Hamo. This person, they really need to get better when they are missing words. It should say the ref says, as she steps between the FFC and Hamo. Not bad, Meg smiles at her. Who the hell is saying that? And it doesn't say smiles, it says similes. And goes back to her corner. Ugh. Thanks, Sarah, the FFC replied as she slowly walks back to her corner.